A long time ago, in a village in the Sahara Desert, a woman was told in her dream about a prophecy. She was told that she will give birth to a child who will be the most pious man. However, that child and all her descendants will be born blind. She was told it was God's will. Today, even after generations, the Eyeless Tribe exists in Mauritania's part of the Sahara Desert, where people do not have eyes. But what's the mysterious reason behind the whole tribe being blind? And what's the explanation behind it? Welcome to a new episode of Black Afric Diary, a channel where we talk about Black African history, culture, arts, and civilization. It's a place where you will see the real picture of Black Africa, its stories, and the events defining it. In this episode, we will take you to the Eyeless Tribe inside the Sahara village in Mauritania. Let's get started. The land where the Eyeless Tribe lives is a village named Dali Koumbe, a unique community nestled in the heart of the Sahara Desert. Here, 1 in every 2 individuals is blind, and the reason behind this is mysterious. The view of the village of Dali Koumbe in the heart of the Saharan Desert is awe-inspiring, showcasing humanity's remarkable ability to thrive in one of the planet's toughest environments. Approaching Dali Koumbe, one is immediately struck by the vastness of the sand dunes stretching endlessly in all directions. The landscape is dominated by the golden tones of the desert sands, occasionally interrupted by rugged rocky formations. The ever-shifting patterns of the dunes, sculpted by the relentless desert winds, create a captivating spectacle that mesmerizes the onlooker. In the midst of this harsh terrain, Dali Koumbe emerges as a cluster of humble structures nestled against the dunes. Traditional homes made from locally sourced materials like mud bricks, palm fronds, and stone seamlessly blend into their surroundings. These dwellings, with their flat roofs and small windows, offer respite from the scorching sun and biting winds, a testament to the ingenuity of the village's inhabitants. Wandering through the narrow pathways of Dali Koumbe, one is enveloped in the sights and sounds of daily life. Children's laughter fills the air as they play amidst the dusty streets, while the calls of livestock and occasional braying of camels echo in the distance. Women tend to do household chores, drawing water from communal wells, or attending to cooking fires, while men gather under the shade of palm trees for discussions and camaraderie. Despite its remote location, Dali Koumbe remains connected to the outside world through ancient caravan routes etched into the desert sands. These historic pathways, worn down by centuries of travel, serve as vital lifelines for trade and communication, linking Dali Koumbe to distant markets and neighboring communities, underscoring the village's enduring place in a larger human network. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the desert landscape, Dali Koumbe takes on a mystical aura. The shifting hues of orange and pink bathe the sand dunes in a soft light, while the silhouettes of palm trees stand out against the darkening sky. Economically, Dali Koumbe revolves around the rhythms of desert life. Nomadic herding of goats, sheep, and camels forms the backbone of the local economy, with families moving seasonally to find suitable grazing areas. In areas conducive to farming, resilient crops like dates, millet, and sorghum are grown. Trade flourishes along ancient caravan routes, connecting Dali Koumbe to distant markets. At its heart, Dali Koumbe is a tightly knit community built on strong family bonds and shared traditions. Extended families provide the social structure, with elders serving as custodians of oral history and cultural heritage. Community events such as weddings, festivals, and religious ceremonies serve as occasions for communal celebration and reaffirmation of identity. However, everything is deeply influenced by the Eyeless Tribe living in this village. For generations stretching back tenfold, a tribe inhabiting the village of Dali Koumbe has lived without the gift of sight, their lineage tracing back to an event shrouded in mystery. It began with a twist of fate, where the son and all successive descendants of a mother entered the world blind. This extraordinary occurrence sparked intrigue and wonder among the villagers. As the years unfolded, these sightless progeny matured, transcending the limitations of their condition to seek companionship and establish families of their own. They forged unions within the village, bonds forged not upon physical appearance, but upon shared experiences and empathy. Across successive generations, the legacy of blindness persisted, ingraining itself deeply within the fabric of the tribe's lineage. Through the passage of time, this tradition of intermarriage among blind people has given rise to a unique and tightly knit community of individuals without sight within Dali Kumbe. Despite their visual impairment, this collective has flourished, adapting to their circumstances and making a distinct identity rooted in their common heritage and journey. Over the course of centuries, the blind tribe has faced the rigors of daily life in Dali Kumbe with resilience. They have cultivated a profound sense of unity and solidarity, drawing strength from their shared history and collective struggles. But before we know more about this tribe and how it lives, let's know about the culture and traditions of this place. The cultural landscape of Dali Kumbe is diverse and vibrant, shaped by centuries of interaction with neighboring tribes and cultures. Music, dance, and storytelling are cherished forms of expression passed down through generations. At the same time, nomadic traditions like the Tuareg's distinctive attire and the Bedouins' legendary hospitality add depth to the village's identity. Religiously, Dali Kumbe blends Islamic beliefs with indigenous customs. Daily prayers, fasting during Ramadan, and pilgrimage to Mecca are integral aspects of community life. Rites of passage such as birth, marriage, and death are marked by elaborate ceremonies, emphasizing shared values and collective solidarity. Despite the challenges of the harsh desert environment, the people of Dali Kumbe display resilience. The nomadic lifestyle is deeply rooted in Dali Kumbe, where families shepherd goats, sheep, and camels across the expansive Sahara Desert. This long-standing tradition not only sustains their livelihoods, but also honors their cultural heritage as families migrate seasonally in search of grazing areas and water sources for their livestock. Tribal affiliations form the backbone of Dali Kumbe's social structure, with extended families serving as the foundation of the community. Elders command respect and authority, preserving ancient wisdom and mediating disputes through communal consensus. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Black Africa. Let's continue now. Hospitality is a cornerstone of Saharan culture, evidenced by the warm reception extended to visitors in Dali Kumbe. Deeply ingrained customs dictate that guests are treated with utmost respect and generosity, receiving food, shelter, and protection for as long as needed, showcasing a profound sense of communal duty and benevolence. The art of oral storytelling holds a revered place in Dali Kumbe, with elders esteemed for their ability to captivate audiences with tales of bravery and love, passed down through generations. These stories, steeped in tradition and mythology, serve as conduits for history, wisdom, and community cohesion. Ceremonial rituals punctuate significant life events in Dali Kumbe, from births to marriages and deaths. These rituals blend Islamic practices with indigenous customs, emphasizing the importance of cultural identity and ancestral connections. Artisanal craftsmanship thrives in Dali Kumbe, with skilled artisans proficient in pottery, weaving, and metalwork. These crafts not only serve practical purposes, but also honor cultural traditions, preserving ancestral skills and artistic expressions. A profound reverence for nature permeates life in Dali Kumbe, with residents recognizing the desert's dual role as a provider and formidable force. Sustainable practices ensure the preservation of resources for future generations, reflecting a respect for the environment. Community solidarity binds the people of Dali Kumbe together, with neighbors rallying to support one another in times of need. Through collective efforts and mutual aid, residents uphold the well-being of all community members, embodying the spirit of unity and cooperation that defines life in Dali Kumbe. However, people expect more attention from the government, especially on matters of blindness. 60-year-old Salem Old Muhammad articulates the frustrations shared by many villagers, lamenting the heightened difficulties of their already challenging desert life due to their blindness. He says the government's failure to extend assistance to the village underscores its detrimental impact on the prospects of its 2,000 inhabitants. The situation grows increasingly dire, with a rising number of children born with congenital disabilities casting a shadow over the village's future. Despite their hardships, locals cling to hope for government intervention, yearning for a team of eye specialists to restore sight to those affected, recalling instances where modern medicine successfully reversed blindness. This hints toward the possibility that the blindness of this tribe can be treated if medical care is gained. However, most blind people accept it as God's will, being happy with their fate and not complaining at all. Because this tribe is blind for the past 10 generations, people have become used to their blindness instead of complaining. For them, it's not much different than not having a facility without which life can be spent easily. But who did this tribe become blind? According to local lore in the village of Dalikumbe, a significant prophecy unfolded during one memorable night. As the tale goes, a mother experienced a profound revelation in her dreams, where she was told of an upcoming blessing, a devout child who would be born blind. The dream didn't end there. It ominously predicted that this child would initiate a lineage marked by blindness, with all future generations destined to inherit this condition. Not only that, but all children of that mother will be blind. This was to ensure that the blindness remains instead of getting masked if only one child was blind. This mystical story passed down through the ages embodies the mystique and folklore surrounding the origins of blindness in Dalikumbe. For centuries, villagers have contemplated the meaning of this prophetic dream, weaving it into the fabric of their cultural beliefs and traditions. However, while the legend offers a captivating narrative, modern experts present a different perspective on the prevalence of blindness in Dalikumbe. Through rigorous scientific investigation and genetic research, scholars have put forth a more plausible explanation rooted in biology. It is now understood that genetic predisposition is the primary contributing factor to the elevated rates of blindness within the village. Inherited genetic mutations, passed from parent to child, are believed to significantly influence the likelihood of individuals being born with impaired vision. Because the blind people of the tribe marry among themselves, the blindness in the next generation becomes certain. This scientific insight sheds light on the fundamental mechanisms driving the prevalence of blindness in Dalikumbe, offering a rational explanation based on empirical evidence. While the legend remains a testament to the village's rich cultural heritage, it is the discoveries of modern science that provide a deeper understanding of the phenomenon, potentially paving the way for interventions and support for affected individuals and their families. But how does this blind tribe sustain itself and live life? Well, this tribe has developed a unique and resilient system to sustain itself. Despite the widespread blindness, the community thrives by focusing on jobs and activities that do not require eyesight. One primary contribution of the blind residents is teaching children, especially in memorizing and reciting the Quran. Many of these individuals have memorized the Quran, allowing them to pass on this sacred knowledge to the younger generation. This teaching is highly valued and respected, as it preserves important religious and cultural traditions. Even if they are blind, they have the capability to learn each word of the Quran, memorize it, and teach it to the village's children. Classes are often held in communal settings where blind teachers use their exceptional memory and verbal skills to guide students through Quranic verses. They use auditory methods, like recitation and repetition, to help students memorize the text. This effective learning process ensures that the tradition of Quranic education remains strong in the village. Beyond teaching, blind residents engage in other activities that rely on senses other than sight. They participate in or lead community gatherings, provide mentorship, and share oral histories and stories, all integral to the social and cultural fabric of Dalikumbe. Their deep knowledge of religious texts and cultural traditions makes them invaluable resources within the village. However, it should be noted that not all residents of Dalikumbe are blind. Only those from the tribe that began with the birth of the first blind child have eyesight problems. Therefore, they receive assistance and support from their sighted neighbors. Sighted members help with tasks that require visual perception. This collaborative approach fosters a strong sense of community and mutual support. Sighted villagers often take on roles that complement the skills of their blind counterparts, creating a harmonious and interdependent environment. For example, sighted individuals might handle tasks like repairing structures, navigating external trade routes, or managing visual aspects of farming, while blind residents focus on teaching, crafting, and other sensory-based activities. Through this relationship, Dalikumbe has managed to sustain itself and maintain a vibrant, functioning community. The village's resilience and adaptability highlight the importance of cooperation and the diverse contributions of all its members, regardless of their visual abilities. This supportive dynamic ensures that everyone in Dalikumbe can lead fulfilling lives and that the community continues to thrive despite the challenges it faces. But interestingly, the blind individuals do not need much assistance. They have devised ingenious methods to cope with blindness, empowering them to lead largely autonomous lives. Despite their visual impairment, many villagers have meticulously memorized the layout of the village, allowing them to walk through the village without assistance. They don't need a cane to walk. They can simply stand up and head toward the destination they want to go without using their hands to feel what's in front of them. This remarkable capacity to recall paths and landmarks underscores their keen awareness and exceptional memory prowess. They possess an intimate familiarity with every bend, intersection, and obstacle, crafted through a comprehensive mental map developed over time. This profound acquaintance with their surroundings grants them the freedom to navigate confidently and independently. Consequently, the daily routines of blind inhabitants in Dalikumbe remain largely unaffected by their inability to see. They can traverse from their residences to communal spaces, visit neighbors, and partake in gatherings without reliance on guides. This self-sufficiency extends to their involvement in diverse village activities, including educational sessions, artisanal endeavors, and religious observances. For instance, a visually impaired individual tasked with teaching Quranic recitation can effortlessly find their way to the instructional area, drawing upon their internalized knowledge of the route. Similarly, those engaged in communal affairs can arrive promptly and engage fully, mirroring the involvement of their sighted counterparts. But how do young couples marry when they cannot see their potential partners? Within the blind tribe of Dalikumbe, the custom of arranged marriages holds significant importance and is deeply rooted in their cultural and religious beliefs. Guided by the principles of Islam and a profound respect for their elders, young members of the community typically defer to the wisdom and counsel of their blind elders when selecting a life partner. This tradition underscores a profound reverence for familial authority and a commitment to preserving cultural customs passed down through generations. Arranged marriages in Dalikumbe are overseen by the elders, despite their visual impairment, drawing upon their extensive life experience and insight. These elders meticulously weigh various factors such as compatibility, familial background, and shared values when identifying suitable matches for the younger generation. Their decisions are informed by an understanding of the community's dynamics and a sincere desire to ensure the happiness and stability of the couples involved. The practice of arranged marriages is further reinforced by the trust placed in the judgment of the elders. Young adults within Dalikumbe acknowledge and respect the wisdom and foresight of their blind elders, readily embracing their guidance in matters of the heart. This mutual respect fosters a sense of unity and cohesion within the community, as individuals prioritize collective welfare over personal desires. However, while arranged marriages are customary in Dalikumbe, exceptions exist to this tradition. In certain instances, two blind individuals may develop a mutual affinity through conversations and interactions, transcending the limitations of physical appearance. These relationships often evolve from shared interests, values, and personalities, as individuals forge deep connections through verbal communication. They don't care about how they look because, for them, it does not matter. This creates a feeling of pure love. The absence of sight affords blind individuals in Dalikumbe the opportunity to appreciate the inner qualities and virtues of their prospective partners, laying the foundation for relationships grounded in genuine emotional connection and mutual understanding. In such cases, the decision to marry is autonomously made by the individuals themselves, guided by their own sentiments and experiences. What do you think? Why is this tribe eyeless? Would you like to travel to this small village and experience life there? In the comments section right below, share your thoughts about this eyeless tribe of the Sahara Desert village. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on Black Africa, its history, rich arts and culture, and things the world should know about. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.